All right, folks, welcome back to another fantastic edition of Opali Presents Know Your Pros. And today's guest, we have Brian Sweetland of Ready Restoration. Ready Restoration, of course, is your locally owned and operated disaster restoration business. Brian is the president. He is the guy you want to know here in Ventura County if you're looking at a home or business disaster. Brian, thanks for being a guest today, my man.
Thanks for having me.
Brian, I was really excited to talk to you just because I speak to quite a few different restoration businesses, and I know that they've all got their own bend. I talk to the franchise operations, I talk to the indie guys, and you are an independent operator, a dude who came from the IT world and started up his own restoration business with a partner. Why the hell did you do that? Give us that story.
Um, well, at the time, I had been laid off from a job, and the job market was not very good right then. And so I was having trouble getting another job, and I was kind of burned out on the IT world. It was, a thing where you hear everybody's problems all day long. And so I kind of had the entrepreneurial drive, wanted to start my own business, and that presented an opportunity. So I had a friend who was laid off at the same time. He having trouble finding work, so we decided to start this business.
I think that if more people, and we were talking about this before we started shooting here, but I think if more people were given the opportunity to choose between going to school, like getting a fancy degree, going into tech in some capacity, or going into the trades, going into the restoration business. I mean, for me, it's an easy answer of what I might do if I had a chance to do it again. And you took that big jump to become one of the most well-regarded restoration businesses here in Ventura County. But you bootstrapped it. You kind of got up from the floor, got certified, bought all these machines. And now, like I said, you're very well regarded in the county. I mean, like, why then did you pick this industry? I remember you mentioned you had some contracting experience. What's the story there?
My partner actually was in construction. He was in construction management, so he had that experience. We had a mutual friend who was a plumber who said, "Hey, this is, there's a lot of opportunity here." He didn't want to get into the restoration side of the business, but he said there's a lot of opportunity, and we had a lot of connections in the industry, so it was a good fit for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the restoration industry is attractive right now, because whether you know it or not, you could be the victim of something going bad, right? Like whether it's mold, asbestos, fire, water. I mean, like the world is a cruel place, and we here in Ventura, like we had the floods over winter, which affected a lot of homeowners, and I'm sure that you were there to pick up the pieces. You say each week when I see you that it's Ready Restoration to the rescue, right? You're there to pick people up when they're having the worst day that they might have had all year or in their lives. Like, what to you, Brian, is like the Ready Restoration difference? Why is it that somebody should call you guys over anybody else?
I think it's because, we're going to respond quickly if you have a problem, which in the water damage game is very important. And you're going to be able to deal with the owners of the company. If you have a problem, if you have an issue, you'll be able to get a hold of us. You won't get an office manager passing you off to somebody else. You'll get somebody who's going to listen to you when you have a problem.
Right. Well, and I mean, like, I think a cool thing to point out here is that you are, very active in the local community, and that you're part of the Ventura Chamber of Commerce. You're in a networking group with me, which is how I met you. And you're probably a part of a lot of other different things that are local here. I mean, like that local bend that you talked about, getting in touch with an actual owner operator operation. What do most people find as, their favorite part of dealing with you, Brian, or your partner? I mean, do they just feel, you said, heard?
Yeah, I mean, we're empathetic to somebody. They're having an issue. They're very stressed out. They've got, an inch of water in their house, or they've got a wall covered with mold. And we listen to them and let them vent and let them express their frustration. And we reassure them that this can all be fixed. We can take care of it. You don't have to worry. If you want us to, we can take care of the rebuild and all the aspects of it. We can talk to the insurance company for you, and take away the stress that goes along with whatever's happening.
And you mentioned talking to the insurance company. You guys take jobs from the insurance company, but you also work with HOAs, property management groups. You work with commercial businesses as well as homeowners, right? You guys are across the board covering everybody.
Yeah, pretty much everybody. We work with a lot of property management companies. Homeowners call us, that find us on the internet, and then insurance adjusters, insurance agents, pretty much anybody that needs our assistance, we can help.
Right. And you have all the relevant licenses, certifications and all that. I know that some of your services are, carpet and tile. You do the odor elimination, abatement, cleanup, damage from smoke, fire, anything. It's under your purview.
Yeah, there's quite a variety of services. They kind of go hand in hand with the restoration. You get a flood, you get some mold. You're probably going to want to. The insurance is probably going to pay for a carpet cleaning, a tile cleaning. Maybe the carpet gets replaced, maybe it doesn't, depending on the situation. So we can handle, anything associated with a restoration job.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I've come to know you, Brian, over the last couple of months here, and I do know how well regarded you are in your circles. How friendly and gregarious you seem to be with anybody who comes into contact with you here locally in the community. To Ventura County, you guys, like I said, you're to the rescue. You're Ready Restoration. So, Brian, before I wrap this puppy up, can you tell us, our viewers, anybody out there who could be looking for restoration services, where can they find you? How can they get in touch with you?
They can find us on readyrestoration.net, which is our website. Also, VenturaCountyRestoration.com is another URL to our website. They can call us directly, 984-3344. And just if they want to Google Ready Restoration, they can do that too.
Beautiful. Brian Sweetland, once again, he is the president, owner, operator of Ready Restoration, Ventura County's trusted source for disaster restoration. Brian, I really appreciate you making time to come by and visit us here on Know Your Pros.
Thanks a lot for having us.
Know Your Pros!